Hey guys, Geosite here. I'm just looking at my internet indicator here. I've been losing internet from time to time, so just so you know, I'm hoping that the internet holds up. But anyway, so let's get started and see how fast we can go through this without the internet going out. Let me tell you, it's really grinding my gears. I'm dealing with this with the internet, but I will see what I can do because let me tell you, this is just a real fucking pain in the ass. Anyway. It's still holding up. That's good. And as you can see, I'm in a different area. My brother's going to be moving in here in the next couple weeks, and you can see I'm still moving stuff around. But anyway, let's get on with it. So this person says, do silicone dolls still sweat like they used to about 10 years ago? My TPE doll never sweats and never needs cleaning or talking if I don't use it. But the thing is, the thing I don't like about TPE is that it cannot wear latex clothing as it has a reaction, which is true. And still putting up. And I said, yeah, I remember the good old days. 10 years ago. Mine doesn't sweat, or at least I've never seen my silicone doll sweat or anything like that. And I've had it for over a year. It's made out of platinum silicone, and it's definitely better. It's a definite upgrade from the tin cure silicone that was used at the time, right before they moved to platinum, almost 10 years ago. And said, thanks, that's a big help. I bought a really cheap one from a company I'm sure doesn't even exist anymore. I'm sure they're much better now. Just one I bought about 3 years ago has some major improvements on its articulation. Moving on to the next one. You're a brave dude. Most other video guys won't show their talking about their dolls. Some heroes don't wear capes, they bang dolls. Keep up the good work. And I just said, that's funny. You're not the first. Per, you're not the first to say I'm a brave person, but the reality is that if some hater does something to me, like harass me or hit me, it's going to be considered a hate crime. I understand why people tend to not show their faces as a doll fucker, but it isn't exactly illegal, really. You can't go to court just because somebody is perverted. If they haven't done anything wrong, then they're just wasting money on court fees. I need a drink here. And there's something in my throat. There we go. And then he said, fuck what other people think. I'm probably gonna buy one. My girlfriend has stopped caring about sex, so now we can each get what we want. And then I said, I hope it works out. He said, thanks. By the way, I'm still doing research on a silicone lover site you said was alright. I don't want to be ripped off. And I said, that's good that you're not just jumping into it when part of you doesn't trust it. And he said, thanks. Looking forward to more of your videos. We're glad I found your channel. The next person says, what's up, man? Gynoid dolls look fucking awesome. They also have jointed fingers instead of wires, which would be nice. I could have my doll holding one of my guns. Well, that would be awesome. They're not robotic yet, but holy crap. And then I just said, because it kind of cuts off there for some reason, I said, don't worry, once you get your second doll, you can have a threesome. Too bad there isn't many options yet on Gonoid dolls, but that's getting there. Oh yeah, because he was complaining about like accidentally buying a certain like a TPE doll before buying a gynoid instead. And I said, don't worry, once you get your second one, you'll have a threesome. And then he said, oh, I didn't even think about that. Having a threesome, that's a fantastic idea. And I said, you're welcome. And then moving on to the next person. And then this guy says on my How to Lift a Doll Properly video, he says, so basically, you lift her up like a real person, like the day of your marriage, through the bedroom door, that is. And I said, yep, exactly. I mean, that's basically how I tend to let them. But anyway, yeah. And then he asked me, how often does your family crash or sleep over your house? Just say it's a giant teddy bear when they say goodnight to you when they are there. Like, I just pretend that my loved doll is a teddy bear. And it said, no, I just put my loved dolls away. But, that would be a silly thing if I was able to do that. Still holding up, thank God. And this guy says, Matt, he's been kind of reoccurring. He says, I want to share my experience with you, Blake, and hope you can make a video to help inform others to do or not what not to do. What I did. My reasoning for discovering love dolls is I cannot stop myself from hunting others emotionally. Hurting others emotionally. Women, since I am unable to settle down or commit to a single woman, a lot of me using dolls now is the result of me recognizing that whenever I would try to start a relationship and get amazing sex, it never was enough, and I would start to veer off with other women as well. I caused and hurt a lot of women. This way, it's starting to eat at me and my guilt with dolls. You can't hurt anyone. The issue is dolls do not give you the social aspect of women. There's so many wonderful things about women I cannot do or not want to ever give up. Dolls can give guys who are like me and are fed up with failed relationships. The flip side of this is I have had a lot of women ghost me or just vanish into thin air, and I was left with nothing as well as I can get. I guess I can say dolls are like seatbelts. When the car crashes, they can't keep you from going through the windshield, but they won't replace the ride. Maybe that sounds stupid or doesn't make sense. I don't know. Just my point to keep going or keep doing these videos. You have no idea how important they are and how many lives they have touched. And I just said, I'll just continue what I do. I need a drink after that one. No, I mean, I've been fucking moving shit around all day. Anyway, this guy says, thanks for the excellent discussion. When I ponder the decision to invest at least a couple $1,000s into a doll, I ask myself, would I do this? To be honest, I can't answer it always, and then it breaks off for some reason. And said, yeah, people try to act like they live perfect lives in order to make people jealous or hide their issues. I know some people that are like that. They're pretty full of it. Some of them don't even want to talk to each other because he was kind of talking about something referring to that, about a couple rich people that were like that. And then and then he says, I just got tired of bullshit of dating and long-term relationships. My dolls are more beautiful than any chick I've ever hooked up with absolutely 0% of drama, and they ask me of me is a little maintenance every couple of months. Yes, please to them. Then this guy says, "What envy for me also? It's like having a beautiful statue in your house." And then another person says, "Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel too, brother. There are more beautiful art pieces than anything else to me." And then he says, "I still date and will always search for that golden personality in a woman. It's my nature, but no, wow, when I take a look at them, it's weird because I don't need to have sex with them, but just gaze upon them like works of art. It was lucky to find two that are replicas of my favorite girlfriends. Not sure about these AI ones that tall and stuff though." But there are some people that they do. They for some reason don't need to have sex with their dolls. They could just look at them or just anyway. But I just said yeah, and they don't get fat either. Hee hee hee.